Hi, everybody. We're here today with two-time Perfect 10 champion, three-time Coors Light Cowboys champion, and nine-time overall champion, Jacob Parker. Okay, thanks for being with us here today, Jacob.
Thanks, Jacob, for the warm introduction. I'm happy to be here and discuss everything that's been going on.
Okay, first question. How nervous were you Monday night needing 6 points from Josh Brown, your kicker?
Yeah, I'd be lying to say I wasn't nervous. After the noon games on Sunday, I needed 7 points. Bills players were done. I needed just 7 points with Des Bryant and Josh Brown left, so I thought it was in the bag. Honestly, I thought I wasn't even going to need my kicker. I thought Des would come out, returning to the scene of the crime, and he'd come up big for me. He didn't. He only got me 0.9 points, so it was all up to my kicker. In fact, I had to drop Eli Manning, guy I've been playing pretty much all year, to get the Miami kicker, just in the event that Josh Brown got in a car accident, slipped in the shower, something like that before the game because something had happened to him. I would have been dead in the water. It would have all been over. So luckily it worked out. I was fortunate.
Now this will be your eighth semifinal game in 9 years. How do you explain your consistency every single year?
Wow, has it really been 8 out of 9 years I've made the semifinals? Man, I had no idea. That's amazing. That's amazing to really think about that. I don't know. Hard work. Having a good eye for talent. Being able to look at a roster and know what I need to do. One of the biggest things I always try to do is look at I look weeks in advance. I don't look at the start of a season if I start off good or bad. I'm always looking if I can improve my roster. Wins are great, but it's how you're winning, how your players are playing. Do you think they're going to be there with you the entire way? Wow, man, 8 out of 9 years. That's something. That's special. That's why I do this. It really is.
Now, do you think you'd be here at the start of the year when you started off 0-3?
I don't know. 0-3, I probably panicked a little bit. I was second guessing my draft. I had a lot of injuries. I think down deep though, I wasn't terrified of any other teams. I thought it was early enough in the season. I'd rather it happen early in the season than late in the season. Funny enough, I ended this regular season on a 3-game losing streak after I rattled off those 7 wins in a row. But I honestly don't know. Yeah, I expected to be in the playoffs to sneak in. I thought the chances of getting a bye were slim to none, even though I had a shot, and had I just done a little bit better at the end of the season, I could have got that bye. But I'm happy to be in the playoffs. Happy to get that first win. So.
You didn't start to think maybe this could be another 0-13 year?
I remember going over the interview earlier. We were having a conversation, and you told me you wouldn't bring that shit up. Okay? It was a long fucking time ago. I'm past it. I'm over it. All right? I don't know why we have to keep talking about it. It happened once. I still got more win. I mean, man, man, ask the next question.
All right. My bad. You're the all-time Pten leader in points, wins, playoff wins, Final Four appearances, tied with most titles. Is it fair to say that you are hands down the best player in league history?
Wow. Hearing all my accolades out loud from somebody else really puts it in perspective. Yeah, I think I have to be considered the best player in league history. If not one of the the all-time greats ever. I can't speak to other leagues and things like that, but I've left my mark on this one. I definitely think I am the best. Numbers don't lie, is what they say. I don't think there's any records I don't have. If I do, they're not important ones. So, yeah, I would. I'm the best.
I think that's fair too. You've been called Clutch, Oracle, Brady and Company, My Time, Eastbound and Down, Not Revenge, Punishment, Hannibal's Next Meal, and my favorite, and the one you used most recently last year when you won the title, Kate Upton's Tits. Yet this year, in multiple years, you've gone back and repeatedly used Clutch. Why?
Honestly, I'm having a slightly hard time recalling how I got the nickname Clutch. I think it was from when I played basketball when I was younger. I always come up with a clutch play. Maybe it was in one of my first fantasy leagues. I would come up with some clutch crazy wins that I had no business winning. I really cannot remember. The clutch thing has, I wouldn't say it's taken on a life of its own, but it's always there. It's always in the back. So, I try to come up with, new names and things like that, or, something cheeky, something to honor someone. I don't know. It always comes back to clutch, though. It's not my name. It's not my fantasy football name. It's who I am. So sometimes I have to just go by it. Yeah.
Let's talk about Kate Upton's tits, for a minute. Are you still fond of them? Do you still think about them?
Sure. Yeah, it's hard not to. Everywhere you look on the internet, Instagram, they're there. They'll always, have a special place in my heart. They're art. It's one of the reasons why we do this. To look at the. Yeah, I do think about them sometimes. Yeah, they're great, and that was a good team name for me. I won a title with that name, so yeah, I think about them. I still like them a lot.
And so, what are your thoughts about this semifinal game with the Eliminators? Tell me about it.
It's going to be a tough game. I honestly don't know who's going to win. I hope it's me. I think we both have some interesting matchups. I think we both have some decisions to make on our roster. I've got a few. The quarterback one for me is going to be big. Do I go with the better matchup or the hot hand? I've got a lot of position player questions as well with Forte and Murray and Dez. It's going to be interesting to see what I do, to see what she does, to see how it all works out. We have an early look Thursday with the Gurley matchup. I don't know. I'm excited about it. I hope I can pull out the win. I think I will, but it's not a guarantee that I can win this game. Anyone can win one game, and that goes for both of us. We'll see what happens. She's had a good year. No one deserves it more than she does. She's worked hard for, years, but she's never won a playoff game. She doesn't know what it's like to play a player like me in the playoffs. So ultimately, I'm going to have to go with experience, and I think I'm going to win.
Last question. Let's say you're right and you win. You beat Stephanie's team. You're in the championship game. The Monday night game next week is Cincinnati at Denver, okay? Your tight end, Tyler Eifert, most likely playing, okay? Let's say he's in the game, and let's say he wins the match for you. He wins the championship for you in the fourth quarter on a TD pass or something, some big pass, something crazy. What is it going to mean to you?
Well, you're kind of jumping ahead. I need to get past Stephanie first. Like we just talked about. But, I don't know if it would come down to that Monday night game in a tight end position. It could. But I'd be excited. What would it mean? It'd mean my third title. The third title is going to come at some point. I hope it's this year. But at the end of the day, it'll just be another Monday night. And that morning, Tuesday morning, I'll get up, I'll go to work like a normal day. Because winning championships in fantasy football is what I do. It's what I'm about. It's not a surprise to me. It shouldn't be a surprise to anyone at this point. So business as usual, I guess, is what they say. Yeah.
There you have it, everybody. I'd like to thank our humble guests for being with us here today. I really appreciate it.